Hi. So in these series of talks, I'm going to discuss about certain natural ways of managing various disorders. And today I have chosen to speak on something which is very common in India, and that is constipation. We see a lot of people suffering from constipation, and there are a lot of opinions and different ideas that they have about constipation. So constipation can mean different things for different people. For somebody it could just mean that there are infrequent bowel motions. For somebody it could mean hard stools. For somebody it could mean difficulty in passing motions, or they can just have unsatisfactory bowel movement or an unsatisfactory feeling after passing stools. So constipation can mean different things for different people. Now what do you really define constipation as? So medically we see that if you have got bowel movements fewer than probably 3 times a week without any medical reason, then we would say that this is constipation. Okay, so there are various reasons why naturally also this kind of constipation or this kind of a thing can develop. For example, habit. For example, let's say bowel movements are something which are under our voluntary control. Now suppose you are traveling somewhere, or you are in a situation where you can't pass stools. That's the time when you voluntarily try to suppress the urge to pass stools, and that is if we continue to do this, then eventually you will develop constipation. So habit is one very important thing. Now the second thing is of course diet. Now a lot of our people do not eat proper diet, and there is lack of fiber in the diet. Now when there is essentially when there is less fiber in your diet, it will not make the stool soft, and it will be very difficult for you to pass stools. So the key is that you just need to eat or include vegetables, whole grains, fruits, which are natural sources of fiber. A lot of our people eat non-vegetarian food which is poor in fiber. So especially if you are eating non-veg food, you should also include a lot of vegetables or a lot of plant sources in your diet, so that you get enough fiber to make the stools soft. In certain situations or in certain conditions, even hormones can be responsible for causing constipation. For example, during pregnancy in women, the levels of estrogen and progesterone are high, and that can slow the motility of the intestine and eventually cause constipation. Apart from that, a lot of women are also put on iron supplements, so that also may cause constipation in pregnant women. So if you are on an iron supplement, please ensure that your diet is rich with fiber. Now there could be other conditions like diseases of the colon. So maybe there is some cancer of the colon, or there are certain other diseases which can cause pseudo obstruction of the intestines. This could also lead to a lot of constipation and difficulty in passing stools. There could be a situation where there is pelvic floor dysfunction and the coordination of the pelvic muscles is not optimal. That's the time when you can suffer from constipation. So it is very critical that you make your pelvic muscles move in a certain way, and you sit in a certain position during passing stools, so that it ensures that the stools are passed without exerting much pressure. So in the Indian squatting position is supposed to be the best kind of position to pass stools, because the rectum and all the other organs within the abdomen are aligned in such a way that you will not have to exert a lot of pressure while passing stools. So as far as possible, try and sit in the Indian squatting position. If you are somebody who has limitations, then you can take maybe a stool or maybe a small footrest under your feet when you are sitting on the commode. That also can help you to achieve something similar to the Indian squatting position, and it can help you to ease the bowel movement. Not having bowel movement every day doesn't mean necessarily that you have constipation. You have probably there are some other reasons also why you're not passing stools. So if you are somebody who's suffering from problems like not being able to pass stools every day, or maybe at least 3 times a week, or experience some hard stools, or need to use manual manures to remove stools, etc., you should really go and find out what the reason could be. You should consult your doctor, do the investigations, and find out whether there is something lacking in your diet or what is exactly the reason. In general, there are several tips that I can give which you can use to prevent constipation. The first one, of course, is eat a well balanced, fiber rich diet which has a good source of fibers and fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. Eat fiber and water. That will help the stools to become very soft. You should at least drink 2 liters of water or fluids every day. You should refrain from liquids containing caffeine, such as coffee, such as soft drinks, etc., because they have an dehydrating effect on the colon, and that can further aggravate the constipation. Now, there are other natural remedies which you can do on a daily basis, something which you can do at home. So the simplest thing that you can do is take 2 dates, 2 figs, soak them in water in the evening, and before you sleep, eat them and drink a glass of warm water. This will really help you to make those stools soft, and it will help you to pass stools easily. The other thing that you can do is mixture of equal proportion of flax seeds and chia seeds. You mix them together, maybe you powder them and eat 1 tablespoon of this mixture every day after lunch and dinner. This will help you to ease constipation. So this video is intended to tell you what you can do naturally for constipation, or if you are having difficulty in passing stools. If you feel that you have any condition which is causing this, then the best thing would be to consult your doctor, go get investigated, and then take appropriate treatment. Thank you for listening and have a good day.